Hi everyone, this is Bhargavi. I'm here today to demonstrate my application on interview preparation chatbot. So the main objective of this application is to use large language model, open source libraries or an API, and then create a chatbot so that it's easy for the user to use. So the use case I've chosen is interview preparation bot. So it's helpful for any user to prepare for the interview by asking any questions, learning any topics, or preparing for interview questions on interview point of view. So there are two features in this application. So the first feature is, let's say if I want to choose the interview preparation tab, and then I can choose my area of focus here. Let's say if I choose data engineering, and then when I press get started, it starts running the application. You can see the spinner, and then it so actually it triggers the API. Here I'm using Gemini API from Google, and then it's gonna give me what are the topics I need to focus on for my entire preparation for this role. It gives me everything, be it coding, cloud technologies, SQL, and everything. Let's say if I choose one topic of this, let's say if I choose data pipelines, and then I can say start learning. It'll ask me what level I want to learn. Let's say if I don't know anything about data pipelines, I can just press basic. Otherwise, I can just use advanced topics. And then when I choose the level, it again triggers the API and like the Gemini model. And then it gives me all the topics to be focused in data pipeline, along with what are the components are there, and it also gives me some examples how it works, and like various processes, etc. So let's say if I ask interview questions in data pipeline, it'll give me all the questions that an interview would ask if he was a data engineer or a recruiter. So you can see all the list of questions that it is asking. So this is one functionality. Let's say if I don't want to like focus on one, like any topics that is giving me to choose, and I have my own focus. Let's say if I want to ask a question, I can just press this ask a question tab and then go to this. I can ask solve any question. I'm going to ask a question in lead code. Um, I'm asking solve final and problem in Python. As soon as I press get answer, it again triggers the Gemini model. So here it gives me the step-by-step process of understanding a problem from solution till the implementation and results. So in this way, this app helps us to either focus on one particular domain, or for us to prepare in any kind of particular questions we wanted to ask. Now let's focus on how this is being implemented. So, like I said, as soon as I land and then I choose a topic, let's say if I choose data science here, and then I get started. When I press get started, it's triggering the API using a prompt. Yeah. So as soon as the user chooses this topic, it triggers the API with this prompt. What are the list of the topics to be covered? So I'm keeping a placeholders for the prompt to focus on this topic and give me a response. So this is called task specific prompt pattern. And so it'll give me a user specific response than to generate a generic response. So that is the reason we are using this prompt. And then as soon as I choose this topic, let's say if I'm choosing statistics here, and then I click start learning, it'll ask me to choose a level. When I choose basic, so if you see here, let's say if I choose any level like basic or advanced topics, it's gonna trigger this pattern like help me learn this topic here. Since it's data science, it's gonna use data science here. Help me learn data science for a data science role. Sorry, help me learn statistics for a data science role interview with examples and solutions. So it is going to generate examples and solutions. So it's easy for us to understand the practical examples rather than just the theory part. That's the reason I'm using this prompt. Let's say if I use interview questions and then click choose level, it's gonna trigger this prompt. So here I'm using persona prompt, which means I'm asking the bot to imagine itself as a data scientist and interviewer, and then give me the most important frequently asked questions on the topic I choose, which is statistics here. So it is going to ask me questions based on the topic I chose as an interviewer. So it's easy for me to be more prepared for the interviews. This is one concept, and let's go to the other feature, ask questions. I'm going to trigger another problem. Let's say I asked to solve a lead code problem here. As soon as I ask the lead code problem, it is going to trigger another prompt, which is chain of thought prompt. So here I'm going to ask the um, API to solve this problem with this step-by-step solution. First, understand the problem and then understand the requirements and find a strategy, give an implementation and solution, and then talk about results in the conclusion. So, and then I put the question which the user asks here. In this way, the response generated to us is very, very clean and clear. It gives us what is the problem, and it is giving a requirement, solution strategies, and everything. And it is also giving us the results and implementation details along with the conclusion. So, this is way more neater and organized for us to quickly go through the entire process. So, that is one of the reasons for me to add this feature here. So, this is all about the application. And coming to the user guide, though all of this code is pushed into this repository LLM interview guide, and you can find the detailed app link overview why we are doing what is happening here and what APIs we are using. Google Generative AI model Gemini 1.5 Flash, and then all the prerequisites, installation process, any dependencies. I've also attached a requirements.txt file. So here we are going to use a Google API key that is placed in a .env file, which is even when I host it on a Streamlit cloud, I make sure that I add them to the secrets. So it's abstract and not available to the public. And if you want to run it locally, you can just run the Streamlit run app.py in your terminal, and then it'll be on your local host and you can host it wherever you want later. Here's a small details about the prompt patterns I used so that if you want to replicate and reuse them, it's very convenient to read. Later there is an user's instruction that say this is just about using the app, how to use it, where do you want to ask questions, and in case you have any issues, how do you troubleshoot the API keys or etc. So this is all about the application and this is how it looks. Um, yeah, I hope this helps anyone to just focus on any topic and then prepare for the interview. And thank you for watching.